What's going on? This is Greg back at it again. Shout out to Buff Nation, Buff haters, Coach Prime haters. I wanted to kind of bring up something I was thinking. I noticed that some of the videos been surfacing of the old JSU days on the internet with Shador and showing his highlights, and I really haven't seen that in a long time. But I was thinking, because there's a video surfacing about, was Shador that good? Was Jackson State that good? Is Shador really that good? And you're starting to see some of the older, commentators or video bloggers talking about that from JSU. And I've been thinking, when Coach Prime went to JSU, a lot of people did not believe in him. A lot of people thought that he didn't have the experience. Even the SWAC thought that he wasn't a good enough coach. It's been a lot of disrespect on him. It's bizarre. What he has accomplished as a player, as in his career profession, as a professional, what he's done, coaching even at the levels he's coached, he's been consistent in what he's produced and the talent he's produced. He's a Hall of Famer. Shouldn't that count for something? But even JSU, some of them questioned, but it was glad to have him there, the name. But the rest of the SWAC didn't really believe that he had what it took. Didn't think he was good enough. And I'm wondering, would the Pac-12 make the same mistake that the SWAC made when it comes to Coach Prime? Will they underestimate him? Because from what I've seen outside of that little COVID period, the 2 full seasons, he was undefeated in the SWAC. He ran through the SWAC, especially the second year. Will the Pac-12 make the same mistake? Is the Pac-12 really that strong? They have some talented quarterbacks, but Pac-12 never really been a threat to the SEC, the Big Ten. I don't know if they've been a threat to the ACC. But now that Coach Prime is there, it's like the Pac-12 is so big and strong, so much stronger than Colorado. It's the same conference they've been in. Yeah, Colorado has been one of the worst teams, but they've gave some challenges over the years. Even the games they've lost. From what I hear, they gave TCU a run for the money last year as one of 11 teams. So my question is, are they really that good to challenge Coach Prime like that? Where does this mentality come from that you feel like he's not good enough? Nothing that they're showing, none of the players they get, and a lot of these players, they hit the portal. They were top players in the portal, and now they're at Colorado. They're not good enough. You say, oh, they was on the bench. Well, so are a lot of portal players. I think Jalen Hurts was on the bench before he went to Oklahoma. People forget. They said, why would these players leave? Look what he did. And he was drafted and did well in the NFL. And they say he was not good enough behind Tua. There's a lot of players who built their careers after transfer. But these players do not get the benefit of the doubt for some reason. It's strange because they went to Coach Prime. If they went to Florida State, if they went to the schools, a lot of these players had a lot of big schools and they chose to go to Colorado. Like a lot of the players chose to go to Jackson. And because of where they go, maybe because it's just your hate for Coach Prime, you feel like they're not good now. I remember when Travis chose to go to Jackson State, they tried to drop his ranking. I remember when my guy McClain decided to not go to Miami, they dropped his ranking. There's some serious hate going on. But how dare you undermine what he's able to put together? How dare you undermine the fact that he's able to bring in top coaches, former head coaches to leave their head coach position, to surround himself with that much talent, proven talent? How do you undermine the analyst he's pulled? What he's able to put together is much more than a team. He has some of the most experienced coaches all the way around his staff. How do you continue to say they're gonna go 1-11 again, or maybe win a couple more games? How do you even compare them to last year? What are you saying? You saying that all he's done is for nothing? The significant amount of talent counts for nothing. Is it him or Colorado y'all undermine it? I mean, because it's foolish. It's not the same team. It's not the same coach. It's not the same quality anything. How do you justify your analysis other than just hating? I call it a buff hater. And it's definitely a prime hater, Coach Prime hater, because I've seen it at JSU. And he whipped them the whole time, and they held their breath every week hoping he'd lose. Last year, every game. Oh, they're going to lose this one. Oh, they broke every record. Oh, we've done that before. Even his own people wanted to see him fail. Now, it's that same spirit or something. That hating spirit. The JSU people who were hating on him, why they benefited from him, they hate on him now. And now the world at large is hating on him. Everybody's expert. They talk about stats. They don't have the stats to back up what they say about Shadul, about the other players. They don't have nothing. It's just their opinion. They have not researched this team and the players. They just make comments. Maybe they repeat what they heard. But in the end, I think who's going to really pay the most is the Pac-12, that conference, because they got to play against these guys. Are they going to be able to compete? How they going to be able to deliver on what they said they're going to, on a little boy, Colorado? Are they going to be able to do that? Or is Colorado going to put some work to them like they did in the SWAC? I like Coach Prime did in the SWAC. Because I remember they undermined him there. And the whole time, they're going to lose this week. They're going to lose this week. No, they're going to lose this week. And they just did it. And even on their worst game, they beat these teams and they were angry. Then it comes to excuses. Well, he's stacking the team where he has all these 4 stars. And they were so ready for him to lose. And when they lost Celebration Bowl, they wanted him to lose. His own people wanted him to lose because they knew he was leaving. And all the HBCU people teamed up. I was worried about the Celebration Bowl. Because I was worried about his own fans. Because I was around them. But they wanted him to lose. And they barely lost. And they didn't have all the pieces, and they had a lot of divisions. And to me, I was at the game. The game was over at halftime. I was like, oh. It was a little back and forth. It's like it was pulling off from them. I was like, oh, I don't want to see this game in early because I know them people would leave and go tailgate or something. So it wasn't what you thought it was. But the point is, they wanted him to lose. His own SWAC people didn't even come and support him. SWAC coaches, MEAC coaches come and support MEAC. It's MEAC versus SWAC. All the MEAC people didn't make it come and support each other. None of the SWAC people came and support it. It was haters. Let's be real. And I know the haters gonna hate this, but let's be real. Let's be real. And it was that way from the beginning. He ain't even did anything yet. You can say all what he did and say you had a problem with him before you got there. And you undermine his ability to coach. That's what it's about here. And the same thing is going on now. No matter what kind of staff he put together, no matter how successful he's even been, nothing is long enough. Maybe you're jealous because he can do in 2 years what it took you 20 years or what you never done, because he did it in the SWAC. He accomplished what those coaches never accomplished, an undefeated season. Back-to-back undefeated season. Back-to-back Celebration Bowl. Or maybe what some of the great coaches accomplished, but he did it in 2 years. His first 2 full seasons. And I know how intimidating it can be. And to me, it seems that's what is concerning to these coaches and the system at large. It's this disruptor he is, this time eraser. You can't do this unless you go and be a grad assistant and then you work your way up. You just come right in and just produce. And it's like the arrogance of him to be able to do that and not pay his dues. How dare he come in and get a big position on his name, and then you see it roll over on his players. His son is only good enough because it's his dad. You're not giving credit where credit is due. And it's not really working because so far he's been successful. And that's why I support Coach Prime. You made an underdog out of a big dog. I don't think he's that guy you really want to keep underestimating. He's proven himself. I remember when he played football and baseball, they undermined, oh yeah, he's not a good baseball player. He put up numbers, doing both at the same time, not alternating, not retiring and doing the other. And they just keep hating. It never was good enough. I hope one day, you know, he gets his flowers. I hope he's not gone, dead and gone. Because haters, I see it a lot. You see it even in politics. Like, you have your right to your opinion. But how long do you keep underestimating somebody who's producing results? PAC-12, watch out.